Rapaziada, começando mais uma live aqui. Também para jogar o Genshin Impact.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
Só tô divulgando a live aqui, rapaziada. Já iniciei. Começa.
Fate is called as such, for it cannot be changed, nor can it be reversed. It can only but be accepted.
Vou deixar o bagulho aqui matar em cima. Cara, eu nem lembro direito o que aconteceu.
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I?
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands and wait a second. How did you know I got a new greatsword to be...
Could you explain the situation here today? I'm not gonna lose sick of doing it. Oh, that works!
What happened to you guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take it.
All right then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this great sword, but my brain just doesn't remember?
Yes! Your memory is being erased every day!
And I have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sabzeri's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used? The money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for lip. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that...
I can't believe that Dia wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
This is it.
dummy.
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they...
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say. Each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they use some fancy machine to...
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training. Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Juniors out to Neely's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is that my deletion? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime. Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now? Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately. Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple thing. I can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're televisioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired? How about we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about the... We're back early today. Did you find... Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Boa noite, Cauê, beleza? Tá me ouvindo aí, mano? Agora? Tipo, não sei. Não sei se meu áudio tá saindo aí, mas se puder falar pra mim, mano, só agradece, hein, mano.
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before. We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we woke up? I think... I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway. So at the time, I didn't think too much about it. It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Como você está? De boa, mano. Tranquilaço.
Really? That's kind of strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories. Yep. Something here is definitely fishy. Our memories are back! Where should Farmando begin? Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you. Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sabzerius festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in. It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday. Okay, let's...
Why can't we leave the city? What is the academia?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't...
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like I can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced the lockdown for Sumeru City. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we...
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else. Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid pole.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere. This is a good spot. And the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry! Huh? Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind? What if things get really weird out there and we get into some trouble? Oh, I know that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we? Okay. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible. Just quick and please. Memories! Traveler! I might never see you again! Why I waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came! You promised Paimon that you were okay. Paimon, calm down. He's here now. I don't think he understood what you were saying. Paimon doesn't care! I wanted to go look for you, but you also said that I would today! I was so worried, so scared the entire day! Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you did... Okay. Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened? I see. Using two people's different... After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you... disappeared in an instant. No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention. What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this? I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories. So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased? It really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover message. Yep. Done. Here you go. What? Is this just an Akasha terminal? It needs some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweak it so that it can make something like this. Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city. We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now. Let's go then. Let's explore those stages. Alright. I'm isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. Okay. See you tomorrow. That covers everything that's happened so far. Yes. Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside. Okay. Now that you understand what's going on, let's hear them.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Subserious Festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru city space when you stepped foot outside of the walls. Like everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside. That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces, there's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing one after the other, absorbed by something like... And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment. Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here? The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal. After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also disappeared. Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Was that space actually the real world? My impression is that each day... All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of... Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just ran... My impression is that each day in this samsara only... Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappear? That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound right. I need to carefully...
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival also disappears! And we're taken to the next day! Later on, Trevor also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them! Do lots of news Paimon's head is spinning! Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seas. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret. Wow! The Archon War, huh? That's... Hey! Where are you going? Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't...
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Junior God? We still have some other stuff to...
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Trevor? Time is ticking away! Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know! Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us... You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival? Okay.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. Except these have no sign of human presence. That doesn't sound right. I need... We've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times. That doesn't sound right. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the all the bizarre space... That doesn't sound right. The moon, allude... People in Sumeru don't dream. What is... We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather...
People in Sumeru think they don't dream. But the truth is, the Akasha steals their dreams without them, and those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when he was trying to describe them. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. The Akasha relies on the power of the milk. It compiles the wisdom of the entire, and it grants knowledge to the people.
That doesn't sound right. I need to be careful.
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the... But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of healing wisdom. So in other words, the complete opposite of how Aisha understood it. I remember her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the...
We've already experienced the Sub-Zerus festival many... My mind feels... The Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. The beep is a prompt tone for... Those spaces kept disappearing before my eye.
Correct! The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zerus festival along with everyone else's. While their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha, no one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream. And so begins another as people wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zerus festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha. And so it can... So, this is like a dream factory. And the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Very good, Paimon. Using analogies was okay. So that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off... Alright, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida... Now that I think about it... Wasn't illusions hit...
So noticed. I thought that would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last. That wasn't hard at all. Even the time I get that, everything about you is different. We just didn't want to... Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very... It's funny. Think back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. I didn't expect to meet you like this. Yes, those can wait until we're back. On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have. You asked me this question before. My answer was, it would literally blow your minds. Now that you know this is all a dream, this answer should hopefully make more sense. Have you heard the saying, don't wake a sleepwalker? Likewise, if someone suddenly had told you all this instead of you learning it on your own, your notion of reality and dream would be thrown into irreversible confusion. I couldn't expose you to that kind of risk. That's why I can only give you very subtle hints and some suggestions. Firstly, this dream is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sabzeruz festival. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier dreams. That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken, so whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sabzeruz festival, they don't remember. Paimon! Trevor had a dream when we were in the Avia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that yes? Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings. Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sabzeruz festival Samsara. All their dreams are stolen. Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? We might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunarzad. This relentless... People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows if it... I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be that you don't know the reason? Wow, the Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I'm a traveler. Do you have any information?
Those spaces remind me of... dreams. Like the one I had in the Avidia forest. Okay, Nahida said the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate. The Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. That doesn't sound right. I need to be careful.
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... Deceiving the people of Sumeria with no regard for their safety. After we end the Sabzeruz festival Samsara, how can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon back? This was ridiculous! In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun. A sun and a moon? We're out of time today! I'll tell you how to break free of the Samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Good morning, Hida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we... Hey! What's wrong, Hida? You don't look too good.
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way!
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait. So what about that other Dunyarzad?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream. So another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Boa noite, Ivan. Beleza? É nóis, hein? Valeu por tá aí, mano. Tamo junto, só agradece, mano. Ivan, deixa eu te falar uma coisa. Ontem, na live que eu fiz, eu só não respondi você porque, mano, desde o início da live eu tava com o bagulho, com o microfone mutado, velho. Eu não sabia. Desculpa aí de verdade, mano. Tamo junto, velho. É nóis, mano. Só agradece. Cara, ontem tava. O fone tava mutado, tá, mano? Por isso que eu não consegui responder, velho. Eu nem tinha percebido.
Puppets are stiff and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just their filler. We know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness. And it was you who inspired you.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her as a heart.
Eu não sabia.
I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way. So that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still... Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon.
É, velho. Ainda bem que você falou. Diminuiu o som aqui, acho que agora não deve dar eco, não.
I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sabzeruz festival with so many...
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and real Archon.
Jogando Genshin Impact agora, mano. Tá ligado? Tipo, depois que eu baixei de novo, eu tô jogando todo dia, velho. Curtindo bastante o game, mano.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we...
Although the Sabzeruz festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean?
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when the server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and Mora. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food. Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
As vozes delas estão mais alto que a sua. Consegue abaixar? Aí sua voz fica suave pra ouvir. Cara.
How are we going to find them, though?
Mano, pior que eu não consigo mexer nessa configuração agora, tá ligado?
Looking for a needle in a haystack. And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming?
Eu diminui o som do play, tipo, do fone do play, assim. No jogo não tem como, porque nessa parte não tem como mexer.
After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of... As for me... during this time, I'll...
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
Yes. I want to try something. There must... Hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Paimon's still a little upset that we've come this far. She was such a good person. Was such a simple wish.
Valeu aí, mano. Bom jogo aí, vou dormir. Beleza, mano. Boa noite. Tamo junto, hein? Valeu pelo... Valeu por tá aí, mano. Só agradece.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time, but we mustn't lose hope, traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us stay
barrigada do
so let's
Gagas,
break
né?
the samsara for her sake.
Muito bom, muito bom. O todo poderoso. Todo poderoso. O cara que dá barrigada. Bom demais, velho. Boa noite, mano. Tamo junto, hein, velho.
Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this stream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no? Huh. That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control. So, who do you think the host of the dream is? Oh, that would make sense! Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the wholesome Zeru's festival. Let's go ask him some questions.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time.
Everything's fine. Just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you
An experiment? That came out of nowhere.
could you make a wish?
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be fairest Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunya?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just... When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time. Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to... Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh! You're...
What?
Faki? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me.
Guess he isn't the host of this stream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy. It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers. Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take... Hey, this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you. You... fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up, Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup.
That's close enough. New punching today. This.
Our bond is strong.
Where do you think you're going? Wind blade. Cool it.
Let me scrub.
You want this? I'll be back. Dodge this.
This way.
I'll be back.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys? You and Nahida both. Dunyarzad wouldn't... Oh, and speaking of her, remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick some... She said it was because she had forgotten something. Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival. Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still... This is the place! It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate time... Hey, the windows are unlocked! Okay, Paimon's gonna take... This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it? Wow, Dunyarzad wrote all of this. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Sub-Zero's festival, she must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Sub-Zero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now? It's Dunyarzad's puppet. Traveler? You must be exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dunyarzad feels like an eternity ago. Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zerus.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dunyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single... The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency.
I know. Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a...
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone... Wait, they're not reacting. Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this. So they're just substitute.
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage? Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple. That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice.
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers
Yeah. What's going on here? Huh? You guys are acting weird. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host. What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore. But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage. It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assume there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots. So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu? But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming. How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream.
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was a...
Yep.
But in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City, and founded the Academia.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went to—
Yes. But his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed—
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story!
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can. The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zeros.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Divination is about precisely foretelling one's written destiny.
Oh, good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the long— Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! she's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What usual spot?
Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't skip...
Oh, Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream, and I saw Nilou performing the dance.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And... Dunyarzad, did you save her?
It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's over...
After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to...
Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently.
Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
At the Avidia forest, there was this incense that made the Traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree.
You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me.
Yeah, so you do know. We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the Reds...
It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line.
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Wait, the King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him.
Okay, so what does the
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have... No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irmin. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Teyvat's. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first... I wonder what caused them to go down this path. And what they hope to, even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely... I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of...
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet. Or the... You mean how the Akasha stops you from having...
Yeah, it's been such a long time.
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately...
Mystery.
The sage has convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strong. Anyway, but by now, even those who never use Akasha terminals got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory. See, to be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fate... Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct an...
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep...
Rapaziada, é o seguinte, fiz a live aqui pra e tal, mas depois de ficar vendo só diálogo, eu vou estar encerrando por aqui, beleza? Uma boa noite pra todos vocês, valeu, falou, tamo junto.